Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play part. Like I said in the last one, gonna take a break between Heaven on High parts. That way we don't have to do them all back to back, because like I said, they're not too crazy exciting to do for 3 videos straight. So we're going to be taking a break, and we're going to be continuing the main story today throughout Yanxia. Now, we actually won't spend too much time in Yanxia right on our first visit, if I recall correctly. The main reason why is I'm pretty sure it sends us over to the Azim Steppe at a fairly rapid pace. And in the Azim Steppe, we can, of course, start working on the quest there. It's one of the best places in the game in regards to side quests with interesting stories because of all of the origins that reside there. And we've learned more and more as the patches have gone on, but I'll let you guys experience that for yourself the first time through. So, while we're in here, though, we will have to do a handful of quests on the southern half of Yanxia. But we pretty quickly make our way over to the northern, to the Azim Steppe, which eventually leads to the northern part of Yanxia. And that's where the zone kind of actually comes into its own. Looking at some of the stuff that I've done off stream, we seem to have made quite good progress into level 64. 2.7 mil out of 6.3. And we are of course going to be sticking mostly to main story related stuff here. Again, if you like doing the side quests, if you want some more background, some more story of the area, there are also some features that you absolutely need to do some of the side quests here for, but I don't think I have access to them yet because they would be marked on my mini map. Yeah, I don't have any of the quests here yet. It's going to be a little bit before I actually get them. There are some pretty important side quests that you should absolutely be doing. I think 2 parts ago we collected every current that was in this zone. So we don't need to worry about that here. Also, why am I sprinting instead of just mounting? One of the biggest advantages to underwater is you can get access to flight speeds before flying. I don't know why I just kept going in circles and why I find myself incapable of just going straight up. It's because I'm dumb. I can give you a realistic answer. But you knew that already, so it's not even news. I know I said I really wanted to avoid parts like this also, but because the series hasn't been around for a while, there are things to talk about. There are things I want to gauge in terms of how I'm going to treat this character at level 70. Lots of the materia I obtained along the way here is also of relative interest to me, and I want to talk about that in a little bit because as the expansion gets closer, things like that become... how do I describe it? The leveling process of Stormblood, and I guess the rewards along the way, like materia, are important to me because at the beginning of an expansion, or at the beginning of the next expansion, it'll pretty much be the equivalent of a resource that I'll have to gauge how I want to use when I hit level 70. There's, of course, all the armors that I can grab, which also factor into things like Desynthesis, which I think I've done a video on at some point in the Let's Play series. And there's a lot of... I just kind of want to remind myself of what the leveling process is like. And when I'm doing it while talking to you guys via the stream or via YouTube videos, whichever one I may be doing at the time, I feel like you'd think I'd miss more things, but I almost remember it better. It's hard to describe because I wouldn't really say I remember it better. I definitely leaned more towards remembering it worse. But... I don't know, it sticks with me because I'm trying to stop and talk about it. I think that's kind of the point I want to make because I actually care to stop and explain why these things would be important. I think about them a little bit more than when I'm just going through on my own and just speeding through. Alright, so follow Yugiri to Namai. So if you want to be really lazy, you can always do that. It's only 123. But I don't want to swim underwater again when I can just go do that. I do have to do a few quests here before it'll send me over to the Azim Steppe. And this is among them. I keep looking down at my phone. It keeps lighting up. And I don't know if someone's calling me or if I'm getting like a Twitter DM or what's going on. I don't remember if there's something pretty important that happens actually. And I don't remember if we're working into that now. Or if that's going to be something that happens in a future video. There's a pretty important solo instance that might be coming up kind of soon. So we need to gather information. Is this another one where I remember one of the NPCs being in a really terrible place? Nice hand motions. That was wonderful. It also was not the correct thing to do. Give your best smile. That is an awfully animated way to give a smile. No, there's 2, 3. There's one other one. It looks like it's a little bit to the north. Ooh. There we go. Okay, maybe I'll be fine with the jump puzzles. I mentioned in the previous part that I wanted to do the jump puzzles, or I wanted to do a video talking about the updates to the Gold Saucer, because I've been having a lot of fun in there with the new gate, the Leap of Faith. But I was a bit concerned with my jumping skills on controller, specifically within Final Fantasy XIV. That could, however, make the video 10 times more hilarious, so we may have to do that at some point. Listen, it's new content. I might even have to do a video about the... I want to do a separate video on maps, but I'd like to do a Healer Happy video about maps. I think I did the video explaining what it was and how to unlock it, but I feel like I kind of have to do a guide on that. Treasure maps are one of those features that I feel like Square Enix has not done a great job of letting people know exists, and it is one of my favorite pieces of content. And to be fair, the more people that know about it, the less lucrative it is, and the entire purpose of it is to really make a lot of gil. But I feel like there's enough RNG in there where the people who don't really want to do it will be mitigated, and the people who do like it will find something that they have something new to do. And that's the thing I like. You know, I love when people can find new ways to enjoy the game, and I really enjoy maps, so I want people to enjoy it. Now, is this... No, I don't think this is the quest I think it is. Fly my pretties. No, this is another quest for the Ether Current. So I do need to do these. Do not ever skip out on Ether Current related quests. I think I have to jump down there for this one. Pretty sure it's just... Yeah, I can see the NPC from here. There you are. But there is another very important quest. Let me make sure these aren't any of them. The Toon Patron Beyond the Power of Stone. No, those aren't either of the quests. I probably need to finish all of Yanxia, including the northern portion, before I can get the quest I'm thinking of. Oh boy. That's, okay, 6 different locations. I need to sprinkle a bucket of smelly liquid. Okay. Here's your smelly liquid. Now, obviously, if you read the quest, that doesn't seem as weird. It could be, but it probably wouldn't. It probably seemed perfectly normal to be spreading this smelly liquid. Alright. Wow, these things are all over the place, huh? I also need to speak with Agata, it looks like. Don't forget to use our mount. I have a bad habit of that when there's quest markers around. I just don't want to constantly mount and demount, so I just don't mount. It takes me 10 times longer to get anywhere. I feel like I don't need to be going this way. I feel like there's another way up that I just didn't notice. It's not like I come here very often. I come here for hunts and maps. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, you totally don't need to go this way. There is a 0% probability that you need to go all the way up and around here. So I'm looking pretty dumb right about now. Actually, I'm going to call up one more. To be fair, I did last approach. Yeah, because there's a, what's it called on the western half? There's a walkway that leads up on the western half. I mean, this works too. You just jump into the rice fields and go past, making sure not to die to these Monobis along the way. It'd be funny if I just jumped all the way back down. It's looking like that's what's about to happen. Nope, here we go. Nope, 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 leave me alone. Listen, I'm just trying to go drop this smelly liquid off over here. To be fair, it looks like this is the area I need to go to for the smelly liquid. It actually looks like it's one more up. Rather take the chance. Or rather not take the chance. There we go. Yep, I can see it from here. See, it all kind of worked out. It was a little much. I didn't need to go this far, but, you know. Actually, I could have just gone from the other way. Let me lose aggro instead of fighting this thing. There you go. And I stopped it too soon. That was not credit. I just went as soon as my mount was available. Don't let me interrupt myself. That's just weird. Hello, Hojo. Create any Sephiroths lately? See ya. striking dummies in case you want to practice your rotation out here. I actually didn't know those striking dummies were here. They're pretty isolated. I don't think anyone comes out here to use those. Most people just put them in front of their houses if they have them at this point. I like to go away from there, though, because sometimes I like recording footage at striking dummies, and when other people are there, like around the house, it gets a little messy, the recordings. Alright. I was having fun talking about stuff as we progress through the story. But I guess I do need to remember doing this too. The new expansion is going to come even more of those ether currents that I need to find. You know, I'm going to sidetrack a little bit here, but I need to think about what I want to record for the Final Fantasy XI video as well, because that I'm also trying to do a schedule for, in case you missed it and you haven't seen Final Fantasy XI related stuff. I am trying to do Final Fantasy XI related content twice a week as well, just like I'm trying to do with this. I think I mentioned that in the video where I said that this series was coming back. And as such, I need... Are you kidding me? This thing is really down. Please tell me it's up there. It's not, is it? No, it is. It is up. Okay, good thing. And there's lots of things to record in there, but I need to think of what I specifically want to do. Macroscopic orbs? Okay, it's not just up here, it's up there. Or it's... Huh? No, it's there. It was down there. Okay, so here's what's... Oh, I know what's going to need to happen. So I need to go down here. And then I also need to go all the way back up to get to the other one. See, I knew there was something annoying here, but I said that about the... I did it again. I said that about the ether current. I guess it wasn't the only thing that... Oh, God. Why's it got to be all the way up there? Can I go up there from... Hold on. If I go this way, I go... Yeah, okay. Fine. You win. You win, game. I think? Okay, maybe not. Yes? Yeah, I can go this way. Okay. I can also get on my mount. But yeah, so, I don't know. There's a lot of things I can do and work on in that game. It's a question of what I want to make videos for. I guess there's some new stuff. You know, with the 11 content, I could always just spend videos, and these videos as well, I could spend these videos talking about a lot of the recent news and stuff. Like with Final Fantasy XIV, there's been actually quite a few interviews I haven't recorded videos about lately. And they've been some pretty big things. Talk about mega servers, which would open up the possibility of these world areas being populated by more than a single server. So, for example, Gilgamesh and Sargatanas are on the same data center, but they're different servers. So areas like Yanxia are open world areas. They can't share any sort of content there. So any hunts, any maps, they can't participate in them together. Now, realistically, hunts I would want to keep separate. I don't think I would want hunts to really exist on a mega server because they're already chaotic enough as it is. However, I think Yoshi P mentioned a long time ago that it wasn't so much that they wanted to make it so that there were mega servers for like that, meaning everyone would use the same zones, but more so the idea of inviting somebody to your server's zone. So I could be like, hey, I want to do content in Gilgamesh's Yanxia. Can you, and then you'd invite someone to a party and then invite them to your server's open world zone, as opposed to it actually existing in the same locations. It's kind of weird. They didn't say that in the interview. I think I'm paraphrasing something Yoshida had said a while back in the way they'd kind of want to do zones shared between servers. But with mega servers, the idea is that we'd be able to share open world zones with other servers that are within our data center. And so that for me would be cool, because one of my favorite things to do, which I mentioned, is treasure maps. And I always have to limit myself to just... I have to clap. I always have to limit myself to just people on Gilgamesh. And it really narrows the amount of people that I can play with. And when I'm live streaming Final Fantasy XIV, you know, I'm not just live streaming to people from Gilgamesh. I'm live streaming to people, you know, from all sorts of data centers and servers. So at least I'd like to play with anyone who's on my data center, you know, and whatever content I can get together for us. And maps would be something I'd love to do. It would make doing maps a little bit easier for people on lower pop servers on my data center, and in lower pop servers in general. And I don't know. It's something that I kind of do hope they get around to, but it's something they need to be very careful about. Another thing in that same interview, I think these were all from DualShockers, who usually does some pretty good interviews with the team that works on Final Fantasy XIV. There was mention of Final Fantasy XI actually ramping up, which was an interesting concept, and I'll probably talk about it more in the Final Fantasy XI Let's Play part. But it's an interesting concept, the idea of 11 ramping up. It's like the old becomes new kind of thing. And that they're actually going to be doing some PR related to it, which is really surprising for a game that old. But, you know, if Final Fantasy XI can still rock it, Final Fantasy XI can still rock it. True story, Ninja tweeted at Square Enix asking them for... If you guys don't know who Ninja is, he's the big streamer everyone was talking about months ago for playing Fortnite with Drake. He's still, you know, and probably will be for quite some time, one of the biggest names in gaming. He tweeted at Square Enix asking them to make legacy servers for Final Fantasy XI. And my only response to that was, you think if I asked him to play Final Fantasy XI, you think he would? So there's no way he has the time to do it, and there's no way he could stream it because of, you know, you can't stream Final Fantasy XI to people who regularly watch Fortnite. Like, come on. That's not gonna fly. That's simply not gonna fly. I just realized, where the hell does this quest actually want me to go? Hold on, I'm clicking this. Oh, I'm literally standing 2 steps away from it. I thought it was one of the circles on the map. Idiot. Idiot me. Dumb idiot me. Okay. These people are in distress from tiny caterpillars? I mean, I know caterpillars can be poisonous, but these little suckers? Ah. Okay, now I understand the problem. Then again, it looks like it's a small child, so, you know, makes a little more sense. Against the tiny caterpillar, all of a sudden the size difference isn't as important, I suppose. Don't worry, Azami. I was here to protect you against those tiny caterpillars. We should come up with a different name for them so when everybody understands that you needed saving, it sounds like you needed saving for something way bigger. Because that would make me look a lot cooler. Obtain yellow flowers. Please tell me those things aren't way out of the way. Azami, please tell me you at least walked in the general direction of the flowers. Please let them just be over here past all the rhino beetles and not on the other side of a chasm. Thank you. Also, yellow flowers have now become golden carnations, which is going to spawn more enemies, I just noticed. Anytime you see that little smoke. Oh, see, now that's the caterpillar you should tell them that we ran away from. Well, I'm sorry, you ran away from, I stayed and fought, because it's the truth. I'm going to kill that thing, and you're going to tell my story. And then I'm going to be a hero. I mean, I'm already the warrior of light, but I need to be more of a hero. I don't want to use a size because I don't want to fight the lightning sprite. I did not mean to use benediction. I meant to use tetra. They're on the same button, but for different triggers. It's a little dangerous to do that if I'm going to keep making that mistake. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I thought the arrow 1 would be enough. I once again thought the arrow 1 would be enough. Alright, at least we got those other 2 quests out the way. We're going to gain 1,000,000 EXP for this. I wonder when these quests are going to start requiring level 64. Oh, they already are. Uh-oh. I might need to do those heaven on highs. I'm going to get a little afraid against... No, because Barnum's medal is 65, and that's pretty deep into the Ozim step. But this quest has had like 3 parts so far. Maybe I won't get as many quests on the way there as I thought. I sure hope I do. Man, that's always the roughest thing, is that I don't do a lot of side quests unless they're like mandatory. Because Ethis just talks about the story behind them, so then I'm like, oh, I don't have to do them. Wait, where is that? Oh, wait a minute. Is that... Azami, do you have to be all the way up here into the top, and then over there to the west? Do you have to do it? I was just having a nice conversation with the people watching. about how I don't like doing side quests, and you're making my main quest feel like a bit of a side quest right now. I'm picking flowers for a child. I guess they're, you know, they're a little bit older of a child, but still a child. Rhino beetle, stay. Okay, Asami. Here we go. What do you need me up here for? Oh, it's a grave. See, now I feel bad. I'm gonna skip that cutscene and avoid the tears. Well, all of a sudden your quest still feels like a side quest. I'm not gonna change my mind about that. Just because it's an unfortunate circumstance does not mean your quest feels anything more like a main quest than it did before. So, I'm sorry for your loss. But, main quests. Alright, Yugiri, I did the thing that you wanted me to do. I got some information. We need to help these people who are in distress. What do you want now? A new ruby tithe, huh? Well, that's kind of dangerous. Oh, so now a bunch of new quests open up. One of these quests is an important quest for the Namazu Beast Tribe quest unlock. I don't have any crafters over level 60. Wolves and weeds. Okay, this actually gives me another ether current. It's too bad that I won't get the last ether current until I'm level 67. I don't think you can get flying entirely on its own while you're in the southern half. I'm pretty sure that by the time you get flying, like this is the fourth quest I have that gives one of those ether currents. I'm pretty sure that the last one that gives an ether current is the level 67 dungeon. I'm mostly sure of that. And yes, I'm walking away from the main quest because I want to get them done. Oh, they're so... You know what? I am going to change my mind. I'm going to turn around and I am going to do that quest because what will end up happening is I'll end up going down there and doing those. And then I'll regret it because this quest is going to take me there anyway. Whacking dry. I feel like I need to be careful about how I approach that quest because I feel like that quest is at the top of a cliff. There we go. Everyone loves waiting. Oh man, I sure do wonder what happened. Obtain serpent livers from water serpents. No, Whacking Day is for killing serpents. That's actually down below. I'm pretty sure we're going to a solo... This isn't the solo instance I was referring to earlier, but I think we're on our way to one. I think we follow her there, and then she'll go even further. And she'll go, like, all the way to Castrum Fluminus. Hello, Yugiri. Oh, Rhino Beetle. Why'd you aggro me from so far away? Stop. Stop, I don't want to fight you. I have no quarrels with you, wildlife. Oh, I remember this quest. This quest is, this one's a funny one. So this one, we're going to get a blow dart. And Final Fantasy XIV becomes an FPS. I don't know if this is the first instance of this. I think this is the first instance of this in the main story. Well, this mechanic will get used a few more times. R2 and X allows me to zoom. Okay, not what I meant. L1 and R. No. Yeah, it's exactly the same as my normal controls. So I gotta shoot that guy. I gotta zoom in. Got him. Just have to get used to the controls real quick. Well, that was easy. There are going to be cases later where that quest is a little more annoying. That's not the last one we have to take aim at, though. I think this is another one for the same thing. In fact, I know it is because the other two quests I have are in different locations. We just got to slowly make our way up and just snipe them one at a time. Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. There's 5 of them, so that one was just practice. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. I think I remember the 5th one being like in a really dumb spot. Gotta zoom in a little bit more. Zoom in a little bit more. There's 4. Yep, he's over here. It's not really in a dumb spot, but it's just he's a little bit away from the other ones. They use this in a couple of daily quests too. I wonder how proud they felt getting that to work. How proud do you think they felt getting that feature to work? Alright, rendezvous. Yeah, so that quest with Yagiri is going to go off into its own thing. I am going to do the other 2 quests first. This quest is Wolves and Weeds, which is to find Ryosen's grandson. Once again, we're saving children. And he wants me to go fight these looters, while the other quest wants me to go kill some bad guys. I'm gonna go... Both quests want me to kill bad guys. I'm gonna go kill these bad guys first. And then I'll loop back around. Get it? Because they're looping looters. No? Okay. No, I get it. It's okay. I understand. I understand. Loop. Okay, so we gotta kill just a couple of serpents over here. I remember this one. I think there are actually serpents on the other side. I don't think this is the only spot you can fight serpents. Luckily, they're pretty far apart, so I can just DPS them like crazy. As you can see, I don't do a whole lot of damage to them. Around this point, my armor and my weapons are really going to start to get outdated. Level 63 is when... Well, 3 levels after you get into an expansion should be when your weapons and armor start getting equal to the stuff you find in dungeons. Like Shisui of the Violet Tide was all 370 stuff. For these ones, it should be, now that I'm 64 and going into 65, things should be higher item level. So it shouldn't be too uncommon for me to find something that's new that's better than what I was already wearing. Okay, I was actually kind of hoping he would do that AoE again. This one, that he's probably going to do right here. But he didn't. Okay. Never mind. Just pretend nothing happened. And that I was in complete control the whole time. And just kill one more and then move on with life. I do really need to do those White Mage quests at some point. They're a good bit of bonus EXP, but they don't really matter until level 70. Since I don't learn any skills from them until level 70. I'm just not in a rush because of that. Oh yeah, now you want to actually use the skill. Maybe I did stun it last time. Maybe I dissuaded him from using it. Alright. We'll go down to the Lupin Looters. And then after we do this next quest with Yagiri, I think we can call it apart. Depending on if it goes immediately into a different sequence. That I think it might. If it goes into the sequence that I think is coming up next, I'd rather do that sequence first. But I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. And I think with this... Yeah, I was going to say only one of them should live because of the Holy's fall-off damage. That wasn't what killed him, just so you know. I'm not silly enough to think it was that. Oh, I need to obtain the stolen mugworts. Just walked away without grabbing those. Alright, so now I'm gonna hand this quest in and then come back around and rendezvous with you, Giri. Trying to come up with some optimal routing here. Routing is a really big thing when it comes to leveling. You need to be able to pretty quickly look at where everything is and go from one point to the next and have it make sense. The thing is, I feel like if this quest that I'm about to do with you, Giri, takes me to where I think it's going to take me, or it's going to ask me to go next, then doubling back here doesn't really happen. At some point, I'll just end up back in Namai without really having much control over it. Hopefully, I'm wrong. But either way, I'd rather not take the chance. And I'd just give this guy his items, and then when I go back to Namai at some point, I'll hand in both these quests. And not a moment sooner. Alright, on my way, Yagiri. Oh, Yanxia. I've spent way too much time in this zone. I mean, I know I said earlier I don't really spend a lot of it, but I have. Like, between hunting and maps, I just don't pay attention to where I'm going. I just have a few very set locations. I'm more familiar with the northern side of the map. Southern side of the map? Meh. It's hard to remember it once you can fly. There we go. Yep, Castrum Fluminous. I was at least right that it is Castrum Fluminous. Now I think I have to do the dart thing. Yep, I have to do the dart thing one more time. Which is funny because I could just go in there and kill everything, but no, I gotta do the darts. The dart is how it has to be done. That's one. What? I gotta reload. There he goes. These guards suck. How do they take over anything? What was that? Huh? No way. Free company invite. No, don't do that. Stop it. Don't invite me unless ask me first. And even then I'm gonna say no. But don't do random guys, if you're doing an FC, don't just invite people without at least talking to them first, at least knowing them, or at least having them ask, hey, you have an FC I can join? It's like telemarketing in an MMO. I don't need that. Oh, I also need to obtain waterweed. So I'm actually going to go do that first before I hand in this quest. Again, I think I know where this quest is going to take me. So I want to... Oh, looks like it's underwater. I want to take care of the side quests first. Besides, I get that sweet Discovery XP. I can tell you this much, you ain't gonna find the water weeds floating on the surface, so better be down here. I keep sprinting and then mounting. If only that worked. There we go. So how was that kid planning on getting this without me? I'm pretty sure I can swim and breathe better than most. Dude, if that kid can actually come all the way down here, I have to deliver it to him again? Come on, kid. You're bugging me here. How is that kid gonna breathe underwater? Like that's a pretty deep dive. Even just looking at the relative size of the character. And I had to go through some story stuff we skipped in order to really be able to breathe like this, or to not really need to worry about breathing as much. How's he gonna do it? Yes, here's your waterweed. Please tell me you don't need anything else. Okay, he's leaving. There you go, hand in the quest. I could use some caffeine. I had a lot of coffee today, but my face feels heavy right now. My whole face. Come on. I wish this thing could go faster. They actually made it so you can purchase mount speed increases for Stormblood areas when on the ground, but they're... You know, I wonder if I had saved up enough seals, if that might have been worth it. There we go. At least make sure I got that HQ gear. Stand watch for patrol. She gets to do all the fun stuff. I get to shoot blow darts and wait. Why, Yagiri? Let me have all the fun. Man, I'm so glad that surveying bar is filling at that speed. That's pleasant. Wait, now she's in... Yagiri. Why do you do this, Yagiri? There you go. Look, that looks like we'll have outfits. They'll never recognize us. I just need to take the one from the stocky soldier. It says to steal a suitable one. So, if you are a Lalafell, you will not steal one from from the Rogadin. What pieces were there? There's the Hakama, the Awagi. No, that's not right. That's not what I meant to put on. There you go. And... yeah, it's boots. It's this one. Hey, at least I look cool. Why did she give me the other two pieces? And she just... Don't you wait for me to get dressed first? Oh, okay. Those have the rest of the items in there. It really bothers me that these things can see through my disguise. Like, what is the point in having the disguise? You see, these guys aren't going to wonder why the dogs are chasing me? The answer, by the way, is no. They won't. Now we need to do Imperial Salute. We've known that for quite some time. Would the other guy not wonder? See, no problem. They immediately see, okay, he just Imperial saluted both of us, then walked away behind that building. I feel as though that he may not be entirely truthful with us. Alright, now we should put our real gear back on, I'm pretty sure. A lot of chores. It's been a long time since I've leveled through Yanxia. I forgot how many of these quests are like multiple parts. Mount speed in Yanxia has increased. Alright, I'll take that. Yeah, let's go, Yagiri. Gather up the Imperial Decurion. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, that feels so much better. Real mount speed. Alright, come on. Come on, Taquan, or Taoquan. Stop. Thank you. Actually, I did think he would chase me further. Find a suitable place for him. Okay. Stop. The aggro from so far away. Stop. Stop. Turn around. Thank you. Gonna dump this guy in the trash. Well, we're gonna give him the medicine, then we're gonna dump him in the trash. Oh my goodness, I have to do this with all of them. But why, though? But why? What about the third guy? What about the spin? Oh, no, these are the two guys that I had that were watching guard. I thought it were the guys that we knocked out before to steal their outfits. I like the idea that, you know, I have the RPG inventory, but I have a whole body in it right now. You know, the infinite sack of RPG that some RPGs have, where it's just like, no, there's no limit to the items you can hold, and I just have a full body in there. Here you go. Not even like lugging the body, he's just in my knapsack. He wants to go home. See, because she's starting to lead west, this is why I think this is going to lead to a solo instance. Because that's what happens. You go west, and then you get the solo instance, and then you go to the Ozium Steppe. I'm pretty sure that's the order everything happens. Now, where is she? There she is. Pretty sure she's got a cutscene here where she says a bunch of sappy stuff, and then we go west because we see an airship. No, it's all the way back at the House of the Fierce. Which, by the way, I cannot teleport there. Because it's not attunable yet. I am going to teleport back there to save myself some time. We'll hand in these two quests, we'll hand that one in, and then we should be on the way. Not going to lie, didn't expect this was going to take this long. It was really the side quests that did it. Like these quests right here. And then I gotta swim down. I can't wait till I can actually teleport there. It's better than mine. By a level. Tuning with the ether current has made you understand it better, you dummy. That's not what they said. Really? This was all the way out here? No, that's actually wacky. No, yeah, that is the one. Huh. For some reason, I didn't realize this quest was so far out. Means I need to double back and then go underwater. Hey, the good news is I'm 4 quests through flying. Only 1 quest left for flying, and I'm done with that. Trying to make sure. I was pretty sure I counted them off and checked in a couple videos ago. There we go. I have not made nearly as much EXP progress as I thought I would. That those Heaven on High parts are looking mighty fine right about now. Man, I'm just thinking about the 5.0 launch. And thinking about all the times I got stuck in the 4.0 launch because of instance servers and stuff. I hope they go nuts with trying to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm sure it's going to. Most launches end up being a little shaky. That one, the Cold Steel issue was pretty bad, though. The overall instance server issue was pretty bad. So, really hoping that doesn't happen. Okay, for such a short swim, I don't feel so bad for not getting on my mount. Alright, Yagiri, what do we got? Is this where you give me your dumb plan that I've been trying to build up to us doing this whole time? I feel like this is the dumb plan that we've been building up to this whole time. Yagiri? Yagiri? You're not... Uh-oh. I think you went to go do something real dumb. Where's the dumb thing you went to go do? No, but for real, though. There we go. I'm not even kidding. I just don't want to do the underwater swimming part. So I am seriously teleporting there. It's 100 gil. We've been going for 45 minutes. I'm just trying to bring it close to this. This might end up being a long part. I mean, it already is, but longer than anticipated. Yeah, I know how remorseful you're feeling. Great, fantastic. Anyway. Oh, yep. This is the quest. This is indeed the quest I thought it was going to be. Yep. All the way out there. There's going to be a solo instance at the end of this. Okay, this will be the last quest I do. This quest I thought was coming a little faster. Is why I just kept saying, alright, the next one. Alright, the next one. Alright, the next one. This is the last quest of the southern half of Yanxia. Then it'll take me to the Ozim Steppe. So we have Ozim Steppe in 2 videos from now. Right after Heaven on High 11 to 20. It's too bad my ether pool level's not higher. I could just... normally, for 21 to 30 especially, I normally do that in like 12 to 15 minutes. That 1 to 10 in the previous video was like 23, 24. I needed it, but we also didn't get very good luck on silver chests. It was actually okay. Getting 9 on my first run through is pretty lucky. I got plus... But you also have to consider, I got plus 3 the first time. And then I got another plus 3 on my armor. So 2 of those were plus 3s, which is lucky because it could have been less, but... That just means that I didn't find 18, or I'm sorry, 16 treasure chests plus the boss kill. I'm just being greedy, okay? Just let me be greedy. Man, when I think about this instance we're about to do, and I think about the last time I did the instance that's just like it, oh boy, it's been a while since I recorded that video for Healer Happy. I'm feeling confident we'll be all caught up and through everything for the most part on Healer Happy by the time we get to the end of Stormblood. I'm feeling it. If it comes a little close, you know, considering I get 8 of these a month when I actually keep the schedule. No, I think that's more than enough. 8 of these a month if we're going to guess June or July for the launch of the expansion. We'll see. We'll see. Yep, the time between seconds. This is the one. She wants me to go to a hiding spot, and that is where the instant should begin. There it is. Alright, like a medium-length surveillance. There you go. That's the instance. This is going to look mighty familiar to you if you've seen some of my earlier parts of the Let's Play. Because we're going to have to face a certain somebody here like we did in an earlier one. We'll do slightly better this time, but it's still not going to be great. There he is. Yeah, so he's going to move at that speed the whole time. Nope. He's going to do that a lot. He's just toying with us, though. We got to let Yugiri take care of some business here. Now, luckily, if you're not a healer here, of course, I do have the solo instance thing going. Oh, okay. See, those explode. I didn't remember that. Nah, whatever. I just realized I already have regen on me. Plus, I have the regen from the actual mission. So I just need to not do anything. Just got to stay away from those. It's been a while, so I didn't remember. Well, I've kind of resigned myself to this one. He doesn't do a lot of damage, so it doesn't matter. All that matters is not being hit here. That is the only thing that realistically matters, because he likes to jump around a lot. Hey, the good news is we can actually damage him here a little bit. The last time, I think you have to get him down to 95%. I think you have to do that again here. I think once you get him down to a certain percent, he then does the exact same thing where you have to, like, he's, like, nigh invincible, and you just have to bring him down to a certain amount. What's annoying, though, is he's level 70, and you're level, at this point, 65 up to 66. And he, yeah, you just miss him a lot. You suppose I have earned this. But it is a game.
This day you die.
It's the hunt.
Leave this to me.
Yeah, that's not going to do very much, Yagiri. So empty.
All right.
Yep, and then he does the thing. Gonna, yep, zap my health.
Let us put you to a proof.
And then it's just me and him. He's still gonna walk slow, yeah, and I think you just bring him down to... I think you just bring him down to 95.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast.
As you can see, he doesn't really take a whole lot of damage. Gotta make sure that Dark Reflection doesn't do some bad things. Don't worry, I've got the DPS.
Give me something to remember.
I've got the DPS. I've got it. I've got the DPS. That does not do any more damage than it did before. Oh. Okay, I was still a little close to it, but like I said, it doesn't do a whole lot. I don't even think his auto attacks do a whole lot here. Oh god, there were more orbs. That, however, will do a lot. I'm kind of curious how much he auto attacks for. I just have a habit of making sure I stay very far away from him. I just need to hit him a little bit more. He's got like a little bit more than 1% left. Just kill him. If I just stand still and nuke him, I'll finish him. Well, when he says run, beast, run, by the way, he's not kidding. He's so close. You know the thing is, if they really gave me enough time, I could totally beat him here. He won't let me because he's about to end it with this concentravity. No, I'll just LOS. Okay, well, that's not LOSing shit. And there you go. I know you can't know why. You can't know why. I gotta skip it. I gotta skip it. You can't know why. You gotta learn that out and you do it for yourself. And then I get belts. Well, I get materia. Oh, you do get the last ether current here. Alright. You do get all 5 ether currents on the south side. Huh? I didn't remember that. Does he say back in the town? Yes, he is. I'm going there. If you want to stop and talk to some of these NPCs, there's usually some pretty good lore tidbits. Or little things that you can dissect about what they're saying. It's more important in the more recent patches, but... because then they're building up towards expansion things. Ooh, little secrets. I want this last ether current. Come on. Oh, stop making me talk to people. If I was watching the cutscenes, this would matter to me. They are talking about the Azim Steppe, though. I think we're trying to find Lord Hien's location at this point. Oh, there we go. That's the one. Alright, this is it. This cutscene, I press yes, and then we're done. And I can fly in Yanxia now. Just in time to leave for a few levels. Ooh, and I need to be level 65. That is unfortunate. But I can fly now. And also a few more quests, a few more important quests have opened up. Perchance the Hanami, and this one should be something about, yeah, Courage the Cowardly Lupin. Those are needed to unlock the Namazu Beast Tribe quests, which are a crafting one. Requires higher level crafters than I have, so we probably won't touch it very much. But I would highly recommend unlocking them. Namazu Beast Tribe quests have been great this expansion. Yeah, so that's going to be a wrap for this video. The next couple videos might have to be Heaven on High, or I could just do a roulette in a, off video, which I'll probably do tomorrow for my live stream, just to get a little bit of EXP ahead. But anyway, thanks for watching and sticking through one of these longer parts. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned. We've got plenty more Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play where this one came from. I will see you all in the next video, and until then, take care.